Hey everyone, in this video we are going to be talking about the selection tool. The selection tool is found up in the very top left hand corner, the very top of that toolbar. If I hover over it, I can see that the keyboard shortcut is also the letter V. The first thing that the selection tool allows us to do is if we made things that we did not want to have in our document, we can select and we can hit the delete key to make them go away. So the first thing you can start by doing is you've made a bunch of stuff is you can start by selecting and deleting a couple pieces just so you have a little bit more room to, well, play around. Now, the next thing that we can do with the selection tool is if I select it, I can click and drag and I can move it. So I first got to click to select and then I can click and drag to move it anywhere in the document that I want to have it. One thing that's kind of important here to show you is that if you turn off your fill color, turning mine off right now, it acts like there's nothing there. So one of the important pieces is if you have the fill color turned off, you got to make sure you click on the path to drag that or move that around. I'm just going to go and turn that fill color back on, just so it's easy to see or easy to move later. Now, the next thing is, besides moving, I can also resize. So if I select a shape and I click and drag a corner, I can resize it. If I click and drag the middle box or a side or an edge, I can also resize my shape. One thing that's important and kind of handy to know here is if I hold the shift key down, what the shift key does is it holds the resolution it had before or the ratio. So if I click the shift key, hold it down, and I click and drag, it makes both of those sizes, the length and the width, get bigger at the same ratio that it was previous. After resizing, the next thing we can do with the selection tool is if we hang over the edge, we have the corner little icon where I can stretch it. If I go a little further past that, you can see that little bent with the two arrows, that little bent line with the two arrows. That is the rotate tool. If I click and drag from there, it allows me to rotate that shape. And then lastly, one little thing that's kind of fun here is that if we ever have a shape that we want to have numerous times, what we can do is we can hold the Alt key after we select. If we hold the Alt key down and I click and drag that shape, it duplicates. If I let go, I select that shape or hold the Alt key again, click and drag, it will duplicate that shape. So one more time, just running through, the selection tool can be used to delete, to move, to resize, rotate, and duplicate. Please practice on another shape that you have in your document. And if you don't like it later, remember you can select and delete. Oh, another thing you can do, I forgot to ask, I'm going to add this at the end here, is I can click and drag to select numerous shapes. If I want to deselect, if I hold the Shift key down, it allows me to deselect a shape from that group. Or if I hold the Shift key down and click another shape, it will add that to that group. And that's all I have in this video. Thank you for watching. Practice, get better, write down some notes. It'll help. Thank you for watching.